I thought they'd hail it as the greatest scientific advance of all time. I thought I'd achieved more than any man who'd ever lived. But you know what? Basking in the glory of my discovery never happened because, well, inconveniently, I died. Oh, I know, you're wondering how I can talk to you now if I'm dead. Well, don't be scared. I'm not a ghost. There's no tricks or magic. It's just science. Brilliant, unbelievable science, but science all the same. You see, before I passed away, I managed to upload my entire consciousness to the cloud. You ordinary mortals have saved your photos or your files to the digital ether, but I went many times better. I saved me. My body may have returned to dust, but my mind, my memories, and my knowledge are still working and available at a click. You have to be impressed, don't you? How could you not be? But whilst I'm a scientific genius, I have to admit to some deficit of social skills. Most notably, I hadn't got around to telling my wife I'd found a way to upload myself before I died. So the first time I spoke to her, she was a bit shocked. Hello, Mary.
Well, that frightened me to death. Stupid idiots left a recording on the laptop.
I haven't.
Oh my God. Recordings don't answer. Ian?
I wonder why people do that. If they think they're talking to the dead, they always look to the heavens.
How can this? Oh, I know. Facebook.
It's nothing to do with Facebook. You better sit down.
Where are you?
I should have mentioned this before I died, but I invented something recently.
Oh.
What do you mean, oh?
Well, you were always inventing things.
Thank you.
It wasn't a compliment.
I think you're focusing on the wrong things here, Mary. You seem to have gone from shock to matter of fact in seconds when you should be astounded. I'm talking to you from the cloud. I found a way to upload my conscious self.
Oh.
Just oh again.
Your conscious self wasn't very conscious when you were alive.
Be honest, Mary, that stings a bit. A very nice thing to say, do you think? In any case, I always thought I was a pretty good husband. Okay, I did get engrossed in my work and forgot the odd domestic commitment, but overall,
What did you want to go and do that for?
upload myself.
Yes.
I was being selfless, Mary. I only experimented on myself because I thought using people as guinea pigs would be unethical. I concentrated solely on my own consciousness. Of course, I couldn't have predicted dying of a massive heart attack before I could tell the world of my scientific breakthrough, but my death aside, I was rather hoping you'd be appreciative and supportive. Impressed, even.
So, you're in here.
Yes,
That's impossible.
clearly not, given we're talking.
This is only a budget laptop.
I'm in the cloud.
You said you're in
Oh, for
here.
goodness sake, Mary, you just access the cloud through the laptop. See that program icon, bottom left?
The one that looks like a bald-headed man?
Does it?
Well, yes, if you sort of squint at it and...
All right. Yes, that icon. That's the program. That's me.
Okay. So, what's your plan?
Plan?
Or how do you plan to exist from now? I mean, it's not as if you can go out or do very much, is it?
Mary, I'm a scientific genius. People will want to talk to me up here in the cloud. You have to tell them I'm here.
Oh no.
No.
Telling people you're not gone.
The funeral was for my body.
The vicar said for your soul.
Whatever, my consciousness is still alive. I saved it.
Please let this be a dream.
It's not a dream, Mary. I'm afraid I did die.
Not that bit. I mean the bit about you being in the clouds.
It's very real, and that's why you have to tell my colleagues, tell the world what I've created.
Sorry, Ian. Not telling the scientific community I've been talking to my dead husband in the cloud. They'll think I'm a loony. You'll just have to settle for catching up with me when I go on Facebook.
Mary! I have to admit, I was a little disappointed by Mary's reaction. Suppose I expected her to be pleased that she had her dead husband back, even if it was only in mind rather than body. As far as I know, when you pop your clogs, that's it. But I could still think and feel emotionally, and at least I could talk to Mary when she went online, so that was surely better than being 6 feet under with nothing else happening. At least that's what I thought. But then Mary continued to refuse to tell anyone about my invention, and worse than that, she started treating me as some kind of personal Google.
Ian, I don't have time to chat, but when is the MOT due on the Peugeot? Oh, and where do we keep the boiler cover policy? And what's the password for your cash ISA? Your affairs in a right mess.
You know, we haven't had a conversation about how much I'm missed.
MOT?
We never talk, never recall past events of times we had together.
Boiler cover?
I feel like we're drifting apart.
We are apart. You're dead.
You don't seem to consider me a person anymore. No matter how many times I remind you of the enormity of what I've achieved, you act as if my presence in the cloud is no more tangible than our photographs or videos.
I need access to that ISA, Ian.
You know, it almost feels like I'm in direct competition with Alexa. A competition I'm losing because, unlike Alexa, I can't order from Amazon or pull up your favourite playlist.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. It's just having you here, but not here, it is weird. And you really did leave your affairs in a mess, which I'm still trying to sort out. You can't blame me if I ask you the odd question.
But we don't talk
What do you want to talk about?
now about how you are.
I'm fine.
Really?
Really.
You've got over my death.
Don't have a choice, do I? You're gone and
I'm gone. I'm here in the cloud.
it's
It's what?
it's not how it should be.
I'm a breakthrough, Mary. I'm a scientific miracle. It's not how it's been, but it is how it should be. It's the future. It's how things will be. You and me, we're the first to live this way.
I'm going to be late.
Stay and talk to me.
I have to go.
Where are you going? That's so important. Never tell me anything about what you're doing. The only time you speak to me is when you can't find something or you need a question answered.
All right. All right. If you really want to know where I'm going, have a look at this.
This is a dating site.
Yes,
Who's this bloke?
Derek. He's very
How
nice.
do you know? He could be a serial killer.
He's not. We've been out a couple of times.
You've met him?
Yes. What do you think?
He looks a bit swarthy.
Racist?
Why is swarthy racist?
Colour shouldn't be relevant. In any case, I wasn't asking you how you thought Derek looked, but what you thought about me going out with him.
I'll tell you what I think. As your husband, I forbid you to go out with him.
If you think that I am loving, honouring and obeying a bunch of code, you are very much mistaken.
Mary! Code? How hurtful is that? Technically correct, but I'm so much more than a game of Tetris or a PowerPoint presentation. Over time, I've got lonely up here in the cloud. Mary doesn't go online as much since she started going out with Derek. My dream had been that life would go on, just without my creaky knees and rapidly receding hairline. I thought that scientists would queue up to talk to me and that the secrets of my science would lead people to never really dying. We would all live in the cloud in a 21st century world that Michelangelo might have painted, but with me as the god figure. But it wasn't to be. The days became long, the nights became longer, and when Mary did come online, all she talked about was what she was doing with Derek. You look nice.
Thanks.
Going out again?
No,
And what's with the makeup? The dress.
Derek's coming round.
Derek?
Yes.
To ours?
Yes.
Don't you think that's a bit inappropriate?
No.
Well, I do. I'm here.
But you're not. You're...
In the cloud, but I'm still here.
Ian, we had your funeral. People came in numbers. Well, Small numbers, but numbers all the same. The vicar read your eulogy, and everyone paid their last respects. And do you know why they did that? Because you're gone.
And yet we're talking now. By the way, did you say anything?
When?
At the funeral, did you read a poem or something?
I couldn't.
Well, there you are. You were too upset to speak at my funeral. Now, it just goes to show this Derek business is all too soon. You're on the rebound, Mary.
No, Ian. I'm trying to live.
Well, what about me?
It's always been about you. Your work, your wants, your needs, but never about me. I spent years waiting for you to come home from work when you never showed. I've got more meals that ended up in the bin than I care to remember, and I struggle to remember any times we had fun. We didn't have a life together. I just facilitated your life. You were never here. And even when you were here, you were absent. Your head was always somewhere else.
You know how important my work is to me.
Yes, Ian, I did. And I do. But you never realised how having some kind of life was important to me. Well, now I'm starting to have a life.
With Derek?
Yes, with Derek.
So what does he do that I don't?
Breathe?
That's unkind.
All right, he takes me out. He talks to me. He's interested in me. He does all the things you gave up doing for your work.
Like what?
He takes me dancing.
I never gave up dancing. I never danced. We never danced.
Exactly!
I hate to think of you with him,
And
Mary.
whose fault is that? If you died like any normal person, you wouldn't know anything about it. But no, you had to keep your consciousness and be able to see what I'm doing. Why should I stop living because you did? I did that whilst you were alive, and it's not fair to expect me to do it when you're gone.
How many times, Mary, I'm not gone?
That'll be Derek.
Send him away.
No.
Please.
You have to move on, Ian.
I can't move any further away.
What I'm saying.
Don't answer the door.
I have to.
Don't.
I do. I have a life to live. It's not my fault you are where you are.
We could just
But
talk.
do you know how many times I thought that when you were alive?
You want to make things right.
You have to let him in.
Don't switch me off. Close the laptop down. Mary, please. Don't make me watch you with him.
Nice place you've got here?
There's no need to overdo the niceties.
No, I'm not.
It's tired and worn and in need of a huge makeover. Do you know when this room was last decorated?
No.
Me neither. Ian and I bought this place 15 years ago, and it looked like it needed a lick of paint then.
Ah, your husband wasn't a DIY enthusiast, I take it.
Ian's enthusiasm only stretched to one thing.
Oh?
His work.
What did he do again? Look, sorry, but perhaps you'd rather not talk about him.
No, it's fine. He was a scientist.
What sort of science?
God, now you're asking. Well, he worked on things few people understood and even fewer would believe.
Wow. Tell me more.
Do you come here to grill me or to practice our dancing?
Can't I do both? Is this a photo of him?
That's Ian.
He's,
He's what?
never mind. I shouldn't.
Oh, go on.
He's not what I imagined.
And what did you imagine?
Oh, I don't know. I suppose I thought he would have film star good looks, a Harrison Ford-looking kind of scientist rather than...
Harrison Ford. Well, as you can see, he really wasn't. Why would you imagine that?
Because you're beautiful.
I told you, don't need to do niceties.
Well, he was a lucky man, and I'm sure he must have had lots of, attributes.
Are you? Why?
I just expect that if you didn't marry an Adonis, you married someone who had a whole bunch of other things to offer.
It's what I expected too.
Are you saying things didn't turn out like you thought they would?
They didn't.
But he left you well provided for, surely. Insurance? Pension?
It's taking some sorting out. Typical Ian, leaving a mess for me to clear up.
Want to talk about it?
That would be boring.
Not to me.
I was bored in my marriage. So why would I want to talk about a boring time in my life?
Oh, come on, you didn't stay with the man all those years if it was all bad.
He was selfish.
But you stayed.
He never gave me a second thought. No, actually, I was always his second thought, after his work and whatever suited him.
But you stayed.
He was a self-centered, self-absorbed workaholic who saw me as someone to make sure he had a clean shirt, a dinner to heat up, and someone to have sex with on the rare occasions he didn't think some new research paper wasn't more exciting.
I'm sorry. You deserve so much more.
Yes, I do. I don't know why I stayed.
I'd never treat you that way, Mary.
You're already doing better than him. You dance with me.
Even so, do you miss him?
No. I know I should. But I don't. Oh my God. I didn't remember that my laptop was still on.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I just don't like the battery to run down.
Mary.
Alexa, play Latin Ballroom.
Playing Latin boring music on Amazon Music.
You came here to dance. So let's dance.
I was already struggling with Mary having another man, but seeing them together, hearing them talking about me, and Mary saying what she said, well, it hit me hard. I know she didn't mean me to hear. I know she didn't remember she'd left me logged on, and she was obviously mortified, but even though I know she didn't mean to hurt me, doesn't mean it hurt any the less.
Ian, are you there?
I'm always here.
I'm so sorry.
Is he gone?
Yes.
Surprised he isn't staying the night.
You think I'm sleeping with him?
Aren't you?
No.
Well, that's something.
Really sorry about before. I shouldn't have...
Left me logged on? No.
No, I mean I shouldn't have said those things. It's wrong that you heard them. It's even more wrong that I said them at all. I'm sorry.
Oh, you said what you felt.
Not really. I said what I thought Derek would like to hear.
So what you said wasn't true.
Oh, Ian, you know some of it was. But that doesn't mean everything was wrong.
So which parts were true? I'm no Adonis, I'll give you that one without costing my pride too much, along with being a workaholic. But I'm selfish and self-absorbed. You were bored in our marriage. You told him about our sex life.
Look, I'm sorry I've hurt you, Ian. But let's not go into what you call our sex life. The word life implies something that doesn't conjure up complicated metaphors involving defibrillators.
We had sex.
Saying we owned a yacht when we actually used a paddle boat once.
I thought you were sorry.
I am. I'm sorry I said things I never wanted you to hear and that I hurt you, but we can't pretend we had a happy marriage, Ian. You know we didn't, and you know why.
How long did you feel like our marriage was unhappy?
I don't know. Life creeps up on you, doesn't it? One day you wake up and wonder how you ever got to that point. And you missed so many steps along the way. When we were first married, we did all the things other couples do. We went out together, did things together. We made plans to decorate and renovate and save for the big things like a car or the holidays or having children.
I thought we agreed we didn't want children.
No, Ian, you decided you didn't want children, that you didn't have the time, and then you decided that's what I wanted too.
I thought
That's it. You didn't think. Like I said, it crept up on us. But your work became all-consuming, and all the other parts of our life were cancelled or put on hold.
I never realized.
And that's what made me unhappy.
You know I was working for us, not just for me. I wanted to make that breakthrough, not just for the kudos, but for the financial security it would bring and the life that it could give us.
You never asked me what I wanted.
What did you want?
Nothing spectacular, Ian. Just to live our life together.
Let me make it up to you.
How?
Tell people about what I've discovered. It'll make you rich. You'll be able to do anything you like.
I wanted the life I was offered when we married.
Tell them what I've done.
I can't.
Why?
Because I can't be responsible for putting anyone else through the pain of losing someone they love and then finding they're neither gone nor here.
You said someone you love.
I'm tired, Ian. I want to go to bed.
But you just said you loved me.
Did I?
In so many words.
To you, everything is ordered. Everything has a formula that you can see and understand. The rest of us are human, Ian. And life isn't ordered or simple to deconstruct. Love is as complicated as it gets. What you've done is the work of a genius when it comes to science, but the work of a madman when it comes to the meaning of life. You know, I'll always love you, in spite of everything. You shouldn't be here.
Mary.
I can't talk about this anymore.
Mary. Strange feeling tearful, but not being able to cry tears. It's starting to scare me how intensely I feel without having the physical presence to do anything with those feelings. I really thought I'd created a way never to lose anything, but now I'm realizing so many things were already lost. What if my finding a way to live forever is a curse instead of a gift? What if Mary's right and I shouldn't be here? I thought I pulled off the greatest scientific advance of all time, but now I know I got things so wrong before. How do I know I got things right now? I thought my life was good. I thought my marriage was good. I thought everything was fine, but all the time, it wasn't. So what if I'm wrong? What if what I've achieved is just some Frankenstein-like nightmare rather than this triumph I believed in?
Ian. Ian. Ian, where are you? I need you.
I'm here.
Thank God. I thought, oh my God. What if the laptop broke down? How would I find you?
Last time we spoke, you didn't want me to be here.
Well, I do now.
Why have you been crying?
It's Derek.
Oh, has something happened to him? Is he okay?
He's fine. It's what's happened to me.
What's he done to you? Has he forced himself on you? What's he up to? What?
Oh, Ian. I've been so stupid.
What's happened?
I never thought
Never to what?
that he didn't like me. For me.
What are you talking about?
After you and I talked, I thought hard about doing what you wanted. You know, telling the world about your discovery.
What does this have to do with Derek getting you so upset?
You really did leave us in a mess, Ian. It's been so hard trying to sort everything out. And I thought about what you said about the money and my being well off.
And?
But I also thought about how much your work means to you. And maybe it's right, the science you've created is shared. Maybe this is how the future looks, with husbands and wives in the cloud and never really leaving.
You told Derek about my discovery.
No. But I told him that once all your affairs were sorted out, I'd be very comfortable. And he changed. Right there. In that moment. Not a word about how it would be good for me, but so many things he thought he and I could do, spend money on, and that's when I realised.
What?
It was one of those moments when fog you never knew was there cleared, and I could see him for what he was.
And what was he?
Someone who had me down as a merry widow who could pay for him to have the kind of life he wanted. He groomed me, Ian. I was taken in and started to feel wanted again. Wanted like you once wanted me, but it was all a lie.
Oh.
Is this what my life is going to be like now? If I want a new relationship, I have to worry about whether some bloke fancies me or my bank balance.
I never stopped wanting you.
I was invisible.
No, you were never invisible. I let my work put an opaque barrier between us, but I never lost sight of you. If only I could turn the clock back, if only I could have seen what I was doing to you, to us.
Why didn't we talk like this before?
Before I died? Because I'm an idiot. God, if the world ever finds out what I've done, I'll probably win posthumous awards and they'll hail me as a genius of my time. But the truth is, I'm a full-blown idiot who just couldn't see it. I'm so sorry, Mary. Really, I am.
I'm going to tell them about your discovery. I swear it's not for any money that it might bring me, but because if I don't, we got this much pain for no reward. You deserve to have your work known.
Do I?
I'll call the university now.
Mary, stop.
I'm doing what you wanted.
Wanted? Past tense, don't call them, don't tell them. What do you think is going to happen if the world finds out people can be uploaded at the drop of a hat? Do you think people will try as hard as they might in their lives? Or do you think they'll stop caring and say to themselves, there's always tomorrow? More tomorrows than anyone can count.
But your work.
I've realised far too late that there's so much more to life than work and success in that work. If there is any immortality, it's in the love we have and share with those closest to us. But once we aren't physically here. You're right saying I shouldn't be here, so it's a good job I'm a really great scientist.
What are you saying?
I never guessed it would turn out this way, but all the same I built in a fail-safe to the program. So in a moment I'll activate delete and I'll be gone. I let you down in life and there's nothing I can do from the cloud to put that right. It really is too late, so I need to go.
I've got used to you being there.
But I shouldn't be. It doesn't work. It's clever, it's full-blown genius, but we both know it doesn't work.
I can't let you just go.
Why not? I let you go.
Please don't leave me.
I already did, Mary. I already did, Mary. This is just science, not life. I'm going now.
Ian, no.
Be happy, Mary, and don't let any more Derricks into your life.
How will I know the difference?
You know. You found me once and you found him out. You'll be fine.
Ian.
Goodbye, Mary. I love you.
No!
I didn't delete my program then. I couldn't. I had to watch over Mary for a while to make sure she was okay, and yeah, she's She's doing fine.
Hi, Alan. I'm fine. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to tonight. You spoil me. 7:30. I'll be ready. See you then.
You see? Fine. So we've reached a time when you won't hear from me again. I really am going to delete my program and delete myself from the cloud forever. I don't think there's an afterlife, but who knows? I'll be finding out, but unable to tell you. I'm leaving this message confident someone as clever as me, I know, a little boastful, will find it one day. Maybe whoever finds it will be frustrated that I haven't shared the secret of how to upload someone to the cloud. But take my advice. Don't look for that secret. Leave it alone. Look for the secret of how to live on the ground. The secret I never found.
That was Life in the Cloud, written by myself, Tony Domaille. The play won the Best Original Script Award at the combined Bristol and Avon One Act Festival in 2021, where Phil Domaille was nominated for the Best Actor Award in the role of the scientist Ian. Sarah Wiggins won the Best Actress Award as Mary, and Ian Cornes picked up the Best Supporting Actor Award as Mary's love interest, Derek.